All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hoopz Junkiez Podcast. I'm your host, Marcus. Did y'all come up with me a nickname yet?
Not yet.
I see they laughing. We just gonna say Marcus. This is my brother AB. Say what up, AB.
What up?
All right, and then y'all know who it is. We got our favorite hater from the Golden State, Hot Take Jay. Wait, hold on.
We talked about this.
I was supposed to lower that a little bit. Hot Take Jay.
There we go.
All right.
That'd be me.
And then we got a special guest on the podcast
takes ain't even that
today.
hot, man.
Nah, his takes ain't really that hot. He had a few of them, but it ain't nothing that warrants him being called Hot Take Jay on the podcast.
What have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
We got a special guest on the podcast today. My man, Darren Waters. Say what's up, Darren.
Good, what's good?
All right. Hey, before we get into it, y'all know what it is. If you're watching the podcast and you like what we're talking about and it's interesting to you, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment in the comment section, and we might talk about what y'all are talking about in the comment section. Or we might just ignore you. It just depends. Darren, before we get into it, brother, you got something going on. Well, I want you to be able to plug your business real quick.
Oh, bet.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, let's do that. All right. Yeah. So I'm currently active duty military, and as I'm transitioning out, I've created a nonprofit called Splash Dynamics. I played basketball all of my life. I've coached as a student assistant in college. I've coached middle school. I've trained high school players to prepare for moving up to the collegiate level to play basketball, and that being guys and the women as well. So with Splash Dynamics, it's pretty much a nonprofit to not only grow the skills of the youth athletes of our nation or of Omaha currently at this current moment in time, but to build better athletes that are skillful in their decisions in life. So not just
it's not just hoops.
Yeah, not just hoops. We want to create better people. We want to create youth that are able to deal with the things that comes with life, because we know and we understand that basketball is not everything. We're not going to be able to play forever. I know I'm 30. I turned 30 this past year. I do not move the same way I used to, but just understanding that there's so much more to life than basketball. And if you're able to incorporate the lessons that you learn on the court and make the transition of those things off the court, it presents a better life value and a better aspect of life for the youth that we work with. So
I love that. I love that. I know Aaron does too.
I can dig
one day I want to start coaching, but like how you just articulated life lessons that are learned through basketball and how it prepares you, that's like on the money. I love that.
Cool. Good stuff, Darren. Me and Darren did a photo shoot recently for him to have some photos to kind of help advertise his business. And he was he was dribbling the ball, and I was like, man, I want to play this brother one-on-one. Number one is COVID. And we had masks on, and I can, so I had to just kind of get over there real quick. But then another one is he younger than me, man. I didn't want him to wax me and then me walk away with an L on my record. I can't do that.
I heard him say he just turned 30.
Yeah, turned 30.
How much them knees start hurting as soon as 30 hit?
You know what? They was hurting at 27. I'm not even gonna lie, man. But it's been hard with COVID. Just all the struggles of trying to get to a gym and playing with people that especially in the Omaha area. So I just really try to make sure I keep myself in a safe place. So if I'm hooping, I'm by myself and just kind of keeping it like that. But
man, I'm up here sweating in front of these lights. But anyway, good stuff, Darren. Hey, so we about to baptize you, man. Introduce you into the hour.
See, now Marcus is showing out his rookie status right now. He should have let you introduce yourself, like as far as your take or who your team is. We jump right into it. You sprinkle some personality, then you put your plug in for what it is you do. And he's, the chicken or the egg, but we're working it out.
I got full editing capability, so I can go back and take that part and put it right where Jason said to put it. But I think it came out pretty good. So, hey, let's jump into it, man. The All-Star game. So it's been a bunch of talk with the players going around the league, starting with Ja Morant, LeBron James, not being enthusiastic about being involved with the NBA All-Star game, and for good reason. So I wanted to get y'all take on it and see what, if we came to a consensus on our viewpoints, or if the All-Star game should even be played. So we'll let Darren go first. What's up, Darren? How you feel about that, bro?
The guest.
Hey, I feel several different types of ways. I understand the aspect of having the All-Star game because, one, it presents money and opportunities for players, more revenue, streaming it through television and whatnot. But safety, I feel like safety overrules all. So I am in agreement with like LeBron and Ja. I might not have said it like this is stupid or whatever, but I do think it's a mistake to have it. I would rather keep doing it the way we've been doing it. It's already been kind of wishy just a little bit throughout this beginning, our initial point of the season. But I'd rather just kind of hold off on it. Allow players to take a break. It's been a short break period from those that were in the bubble transitioning to a new season. So I'd rather just say, hey, like, let's take a break, transition on. How can we make or how can we better the protocol as far as how we continue the rest of the season instead of trying to play an All-Star game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Go ahead, Aaron.
Man, you hit on a whole lot of them, to be honest with you. When it first came out, the first one I heard that came out and pushed back on it was LeBron. Mm-hmm. And when he said it, two things are hitting me. One, not surprised that LeBron would be one of the ones saying, I don't want to play. He's done it a whole bunch of times. There's no fans there. And they just came out the bubble in the championship. So he's 36 years old, and they didn't get much break from the end of one season to this next season starting. So, it's a condensed schedule. I perfectly understand why he would want to have a break for that. But the other thing that caught my attention with it was, LeBron and Chris Paul is boys. Like, that's his boy. Chris Paul is the president of the Basketball Players Association. And for them to not be on the same page and for LeBron to come out as hard as he did against it is it's like, is this Chris Paul driving this, or is this the league pushing it that hard and Chris Paul being like, I see the money aspect of it and we can't afford to lose it. So we'll go ahead and push this out. But clearly LeBron ain't with it and a lot of other players ain't with it. And I agree. So,
yeah.
Marcus?
Well, I mean, I agree. The only thing that I would say is Aaron said that LeBron James made the decision that, he didn't want to be involved with it. It actually kind of surprised me that LeBron James don't want to be involved with it. And the reason why is because I would think that he's trying to stack as many accolades as possible for him to catch up in that GOAT argument with Michael Jordan. And I mean, let's face it,
All-Star game.
I mean, but being able to say, hey, I've been to 15 All-Star games, 15 All-Star appearances.
You don't need to play the game to be able to say that I was announced to the All-Star game, though.
Yeah.
I was a designated pretty much an All-Star.
They're still gonna give it to you if you don't play or not.
Yeah, but I mean, it's different. I mean, it's like, hey, Marcus, we want to promote you to tech sergeant in title only, but you're not going to actually get the stripe. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, who cares about the stripe if you get the pay?
We're going to make you we're going to give you an honorary doctorate.
Hey, y'all can hold the stripe, keep the pay coming. We good.
Exactly. So I kind of look at, I know money makes the world go round. I know that, if it makes dollars, it makes sense. I get that. But the NBA All-Star game in the end is for the fans, right? And there's so much extra that goes around all of it. And this is just not the time and place, right? Players can't touch each other, like as far as dapping each other up, what have you. It's all about being commingled with fans on the sidelines and all this interactive stuff, and it makes for good TV, right? How do you replicate all of that with social distancing and 6 feet apart from one another? It's just an oxymoron to be saying we're gonna, especially when the players need the rest. There's 72 games that are crammed into a shorter period of time than a normal season allows for. It's just like none of it makes sense other than what? Streaming and getting dollars from, I don't even know the different revenue sources, but you know, it's a money grab if that's what it truly is. And that's just, it lacks some taste. And what I love personally about LeBron though, is LeBron is no longer, he's elevated to a place where he's past the BS, man. That was for you, Marcus. But he's elevated to a place where he's a grown man making, like, with an opinion and not afraid to share it. I love it because so many of these players, Kobe, LeBron, you go back and you look and they're a robot. They're a PR robot at 21, 22. And then 27, 28, they start feeling themselves and understanding, okay, man, I got a voice too. And by 35, like, no filter.
I'm a grown man. I'm not sugarcoating. Hey, one thing, Jay, and you said it about the COVID thing. Like, every week I feel like they come out with a new COVID protocol, right? And you said that the players can't even dap each other up after the game. They can't, go in there. They just want them to, like, go their separate way. And then not only are they pushing for an all-star game, but they're pushing for a slam dunk contest, a three-point shootout, and they just want to expand to this big weekend. No fans can be there, and none of it makes sense.
But I thought they were just talking about having like a skills challenge and the all-star game on the same day, and not the slam dunk contest, unless I read that wrong.
Maybe I thought the last thing I saw was that they were like considering to do the slam dunk contest and the other stuff with it all in one day.
Well, let me ask y'all.
It still don't make any sense to do it, like, at all.
Yeah. Does it surprise y'all though that the NBA is kind of taking this stand on it, knowing that COVID is going on and how they might potentially look? I mean, because the NBA it's been known for being progressive as far as kind of setting the standard for the sports world. And but they made this call, which was, of course, it was going to be scrutinized with everybody. Does it kind of surprise you?
It doesn't, because they literally push the season up so that they can get the Christmas Day game in. Right?
Yeah.
They'd all agreed to they're going to start in January, and I'm like, to me, like, I'm in football mode, fantasy football mode, all this kind of stuff. It's like, I'm not in a rush for y'all to start the season up. It felt like the bubble just ended, and these players didn't get a break, and they didn't care about the players' safety as far as how much break and layoff they had to kind of heal their bodies and rest up, spend some time with their families before, with all the stuff going on with COVID and all that stuff. So, yeah, they have been progressive and everything, but in the end, the NBA has shown over the last couple of years, a couple of things where they've shown where their loyalty lie, right? The Daryl Morey tweet with China, and they were caught. They can, like, man, we can't denounce China because it's too much money going over here. Yeah. And then in this situation, they're choosing money over the health of the players and their break and all this stuff.
Thank you for watching the Hoopz Junkiez Podcast. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also, if you want to check out a few more clips, make sure that you hit the bell notification so that you're alerted whenever we post a new video.